Shanti. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Create methods to free yourself from bondage. In order to free yourself from all bondages, change your behavior and your harsh sanskars. Let those who create bondages do their own work, and you do your own work. When you see their work, do not be afraid. To the extent that they are doing their work with force, so you do your own work with your force. Pick up the virtues of seeing how they do their duty, so that you also do your own duty. Create methods to free yourself from bondages. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's date 22nd. In this Avyakt month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. Today's topic: create methods to free yourself from bondages. Dilaram Bhatti, point to practice. The ocean of forgiveness, Kripalu. Hiding is the punishment. The surgeon doesn't beat you for telling. Silence beats you for not telling. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is joyful, is happy. Yes, very good. Whenever any incident happens, or some places like we feel there should be justice, it's not fair. So I like this point that I remember it was one very big thing happened in New York. So everyone was upset, angry. Justice is important. But this point that forgive first from your heart, and then of course justice has to be done. But if you are holding something, it's not good for you. Anyone's mistake or any bad action, first forgive, and then use the power to discern what should be done. Even if you have to say something, respond someone for what they have done is wrong, first have forgiveness. And I like this point because when your heart is clean and your feelings are pure, and then you say something, it will have very, very good impact on the soul. But if you don't forgive, and there are a lot of feelings, and then you say something, then other person be causing sorrow. No, Baba said this morning. So it's not we don't have to, but first forgiveness, and then with pure feelings. Somebody asked Dadi Janki that why You say so many things and nobody feels it. She said, but because I clear my feelings first and then I say it, so that it has very positive vibrations and very positive response also. Baba talks a lot about yoga of intellect, and it is just now Baba said it keeps breaking the link of to Baba keeps breaking. But one time the Mohini said, is it difficult to disconnect or connect? What is difficult? So it's very interesting when, you know, lot of different religions, like they feel meditation and so disconnect to reconnect, right? In a physical way, uh, with relationships, first body conscious relationship, you have to change it to soul conscious relationship. Because relationship is relationship, right? In any relationship, you can't say, oh, I have no connection with this one, that one. No. Spiritual relationship. And that spiritual and alaukic relationship will not pull your intellect, it will help you. So, unless we see why yoga of intellect breaks, why, again, one of the reason could be our bondages. And as much we keep changing them to relationship, you know, they say that if you like someone, you keep thinking about that person. But if you dislike someone, that also keep pulling your intellect. As much you think of friend, that much, if there is animosity, that also pulls the intellect, right? So how do we free ourselves, especially our feelings? So as much pure feelings and pure heart, that much our intellect will be pulled towards Baba. You know, Baba always says that Baba is magnet, but if there is rust on the needle or rust, any kind of rust or dust on the intellect, you will not be pulled by magnet. And Baba always says that rust on the iron is from your past actions. So when you put it in fire, clean it, it's like alloy, no? When gold has alloy, you put it in furnace and separate it, pure gold emerges. So Baba says it's through remembrance, but then to have constant remembrance, which I think each one of us really aiming at and making sincere efforts, but we not finding that it is consistent. It's there. We love Baba, we remember Baba, we speak about Baba, but it's not unbroken link. So what we have to do? Work on remembrance, pilgrimage of remembrance, or fire of remembrance, fire of yoga, and remove our rust and alloy, so that there is pull by the magnet. And One is, of course, we remember, other is pull also. Some days you do feel that pull, but not all the time. We are Baba's helpers, we are Baba's instrument, we are Baba's children. We need to follow Baba's direction for our journey, whether to remove our rust. So disconnect and connect, and then constant connection with Baba. If you are only in soul consciousness, no, there has to be remembrance. Right? Both are very, very important. So, relationship with Baba when there is no bondage. So, Baba says, create method to free yourself from bondages. What is pulling back? What is pulling me? Even when it comes to, of course, Baba's task, intellect is pulled. You get many, many ideas. You get the idea and then take it to Baba. Dadi Janki always says, as soon as I have idea, I give it to Baba. And then it gets implemented. In order to free yourself from all bondages, Baba says, change your behavior and your harsh sanskars, which are very strong. Let those who create bondages do their own task, and you do your own task. So Baba says that you see their work, but do not. It's like some people, you are disturbed or they try to disturb you. Let them do, Baba says, what they have to do, but you do what you have to do. So Baba says, don't be afraid of what others are doing. To the extent that they are doing their task with force. Sometimes, like, if you don't listen, somebody could be more aggressive. But we shouldn't look at that. And they are doing their task with force. Baba says, so you do your own work with your force. Determination means I will continue to do what is right. Baba says, pick up the virtues of being, pick up the virtues of seeing how they do their task. It must be their determination. It must be whatever it is. Baba says, so that you also do your own. You do your own duty. Baba has assigned me. It's not any soul has assigned me, right? So I have to fulfill Baba's assignment. Whether it's whatever, our day routine, our service, and we are on assignment from Baba. I remember many times anyone said, oh no, that's not your role. But Baba has assigned, right? So Baba says, create method to free yourself from all the bondages. So interesting. what Baba is saying is just keep reminding yourself what you are doing. If it's right, then. So basically, anything what happens, we don't have to react, right? Think about it and respond in a positive way. If someone is angry and we get angry, so bondage keep increasing. Okay, you can say whatever, but I am not going to reply. Silence and sweetness. So that's why Baba said detach and lovely. Detach first and then it will be true lovely, not externally. Right? And love is something, Baba says it melts everything. And especially now, we experience God's love. So this is what actually Baba wants us to be free from the bondage of our sanskars. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. And did you have a good day, Didi, today?
Every day is a good day in its own way because we get to do what we have to do. Huh? Even it's very cold, but yeah, I had busy day, but good day.
Because I know you said Wednesday, I want it as my day. I want Wednesday to be the day that nobody tells me what to do or where to go or who to see. I want it for me and Baba and no one else.
But Wednesday also day for all the appointments, all what you couldn't do, and it's not possible to do in the weekend. So that was the day, like very busy to go out twice, even if it's cold. But everything went well. So and was necessary to do.
That's good. I was listening to you talk about becoming, not being caught in bondages and becoming free from those bondage. Bondage is connected to sanskaras, and bondages are not necessarily connected to situations and circumstances. And as I was listening to that, I feel that one of the most severe bondages that we have is the bondage of fear. And fear, the sanskaras of ignorance, of darkness, of not understanding why things are happening, may have created that fear. Why do you think that we create such deep sanskaras of fear? Where did we go wrong in terms of becoming so afraid and that becomes such a strong sanskara within us?
If we have total faith in drama, then even we don't know what's going to happen next minute. But because of faith in drama, one is there is no sanskar of uncertainty. You are always afraid by thinking, I'm not sure what will happen. And another insecurity. Where I am, how long it will be, whatever task I'm doing, will I be able to do? This insecurity, lack of security. But if I always feel that, as I was mentioning, that somewhere that trust in the self and of course faith in Baba, but also drama helps us to become fearless, Like I always look at Brahma Baba that he was in his stage, angelic stage. You heard that someone wanted to come, was hired to kill him, and
Mm.
that person couldn't do it because he saw in light and he said, oh, so I think whatever Baba is saying, if we keep doing it, and also like, whether it's human beings, whether it's your own, whatever pains or hurts, or whether it is any kind of calamity, actually we have to create lot of love and friendship with everything, no? With elements also. That's why I say when you go for walk, we say flowers are so beautiful, fruits we get, grains we get, right? So one is to admire the beauty, other is gratitude towards them. That without air, how could we survive? Without water. So you create a kind of understanding and good relationship with everything. And even for human beings, just good feelings, good wishes. Somewhere we have to overcome then, or fear could be less.
Mm. One of the greatest fears is, of course, the fear of death or the fear of becoming trapped in one's body and not being able to do anything about it. So Baba is teaching us to die alive, as he said in one of the Murli, one of the most fundamental practices and teachings that he's giving at the Confluence Age is to die alive. Do you
Mhm.
think that for us to really conquer fear or to be victorious over fear is this practice of soul consciousness? That if I truly, one is having faith in the drama, but the other
Mm.
is really having faith that I'm a soul. And if I am a soul, then I will become fearless. And when I'm fearless on the inside, I will become comfortable with the fear on the outside. Do you think that that is the answer to conquering fear and to live in a world that is so full of fear?
So one is soul consciousness, other also is bodiless stage.
Mm,
I think bodiless stage also, like if there is any kind of situation and you have practiced and also created whatever percentage of bodiless stage, I think that definitely is protection and becoming free from the fear. But then also we know no, faith and fear, like they say, face or run away. So keep constantly, keep using faith, that will also help. But definitely the stage of soul consciousness and also bodiless stage.
mm,
Then something big, you might have anxiety, but some or other it works very well. And
okay.
then our more trust grows on the self and more confidence comes.
Mm,
For many, of course, dying alive, but also if you go through something and you have revived, so it's like you are starting everything, and you keep gaining confidence and more trust that yes, it will work, is helpful, Baba is there. In reality,
mm,
kind of experience that not just through intellect.
mm,
And that is why, according to drama, there is settling, but while settling, also you are learning, becoming strong. Like Dari Janki says that when body is repaired, it can do better service. So instead of getting caught up why it happened, shouldn't have, why it's like that, no, Baba is getting it repaired so that we can serve better. So if that kind of inspiration is there, then I think that you're not scared, right?
No, but I am just thinking that this is why Baba keeps repeating it over and over and over again. Practice the bodiless stage. Consider yourself to be a soul, but also to remember him. Because one is, I become fearless, I become soul conscious and bodiless, but the protection of that is also equally important. That I could live in a world that there's so much of fear and not be fearful of the world. So I think
Mm,
this is an art of the confluence aged life, that I face the fear without being fearful.
mm.
Because
One
the
of
power to
the,
face,
yes, say it, yeah.
no, I was just going to say the power to face is not just facing something inside of me, but is facing something outside of me.
But also one of the thing which the stage of, when you remember Baba, it's like a stage of being merged,
Mm,
merged in his love, merged in his power, or just feel that I am merged. So when you are merged, then whatever else is emerging in front of you, it will not affect you. Not just simple remembrance, but just completely disappear. When you are merged, then you don't have your entity. So
mm,
I feel that if possible, we all should practice few minutes a day. I'm merged in Baba's love. Not only I love Baba. No,
mm.
Baba sometimes say when you are merged, then you are close to Baba. So while talking, I'm thinking this stage of even merge in remembrance of Baba, not just remembrance, but merged.
Mm. And is that merging in Baba then brings the power in the love? Because on the Murli of the 18th of January 2012, he said, we have love, but there isn't the power in the love. So this merging stage that you're talking about, is that what will draw Baba's power, the Shakti, into the love that I'm feeling?
No, there is this saying, Lagan mein magan, that means you have love, intense love. Yeah. But are you totally absorbed in that love? So I think
Mm,
when we sit with Baba, we should pay attention. If
mm.
I'm totally merged, so I am detached, I am free, and just feeling of I am merged in Baba's love, Baba's powers. In a way, you feel that closeness with Baba.
So if I am doing service and I'm merged in the love for the service, that won't bring me power. If I'm serving you and I'm merged in my love for you, that won't bring me power. So what brings power is that whatever I'm doing, I have to be merged in the love of Baba, and that will bring me love. Is that so?
Because it's Baba's task now. As much we remember Baba, merge in Baba, we will see more and more achievements. We will see less effort, more success. And after doing, like, there is more power, not tiredness. So I think that stage of merging will definitely bring many, many powers in us. And we should pay attention to this, not only remembrance, but merged in remembrance, merged in love.
So one other thing I wanted to, which is not to do with the point, which is not to do with fear, but it's to do with today. Today is the 21st of January. Today is the day that Baba came
Hmm.
after becoming Avyak. It was the first day he came to meet all of you. I know that you were
I
there in person to see him. It was the day that he gave all the directions of how things would happen from the 21st of January 1969. And I wanted to read you, I felt very inspired to read what he said in the 21st of January, 1969, today. And I got very, pulled by how completely clear he was,
Mm,
how his directions were so full of authority and so far reaching, because reading it now, 57 years down the line, it still feels so relevant to what we're doing today. But before I read you the piece that I want you to comment on, how do you remember how you felt when you realized that
mm.
Dadi Gulzar just wasn't bringing a message, but she actually wasn't there? It was Bap Dada. And of course, was it different when you were with Sakar Baba looking at Shiv Baba in his body from looking at Bap Dada, Shiv Baba, and Brahma Baba in the body of Dadi Gulzar? Was it a different feeling?
When she was sharing, we could feel that it's from subtle regions. It was not like she's just sharing the message as if Baba is sharing. That feeling definitely was there. All of us, in history hall, because that's the hall we had at that time. In history hall, you could sit very close, like just in front. And yes, definitely there was this feeling is coming from subtle region, the voice from the subtle region. That means Pap Dada. That feeling I still could, remember. Yeah.
So that was the first time you heard Bap Dada's
Mhm.
voice.
Yeah, but now awake Pap Dada is different, no? That time was a regular voice, not like, but the feeling was of subtle region. It
Okay.
was not like awake Pap Dada, because that part began after Baba declared that Dadi Gulzar will be the instrument and official trans messenger, whatever. You can read, we will be more clear about it.
Well, this is the part I wanted to read because I know you like me reading you excerpts from the Murli and you like to churn on it, but it is to do with the 90th year. We're celebrating 90 years of the Brahma Kumaris, and this particular part in the Murli of the 21st of January 1969, Baba said, "You must be thinking that people will say that your Brahma has gone away in less than 100 years. This is a very easy question. It's not difficult. His age was nearly 100. The fact that 100 years has been mentioned is not wrong. If there are any left, right? If there are any left, he will complete them in the angelic form.
Mm,
He was 33 years then, right? In the Yagya was 33 years old when Brahma Baba became angelic. So he's saying if there are any left, he will complete them in the angelic form. The part of establishment through Brahma is for 100 years. Those 100 years have to be completed. But until then, after the part of physical Brahma, the part of the Brahmins now has to continue. Why did Brahma create Brahmins? Will Brahma not see his own creation in the future? Will he not give you the crown of responsibility at the confluence age? Otherwise, how will you become the deities of the golden age? All the responsibility here lays the foundation for there. And this is why give to whoever asks you the question, ask you children questions, the reply that the establishment of Brahma has to continue. So by that, now that we're 10 years into the 100 years, 10 years from the end until we get to the 100 years, what I'm understanding here is something I didn't before. One is the establishment will happen at two levels. Well, I think I did understand it, but not as clearly. It will be at the abject level. Brahma Baba will not leave until those 100 years are completed. But secondly, it will be through Brahmins like you who will have to hold the yajna together. And in your case, your role is of holding the responsibility, you and Sister Jayanti, of course, holding the responsibility of the global yajna together as part of the establishment. So that means that you also cannot leave until the establishment has completed.
Mm.
And so, what is your reflection on that piece?
Well, I definitely appreciate you instilling this thought. Um, well, it's something very, very good. Yeah, but by reading this, we do feel our responsibility which Baba has given us. But then on other side also, Baba is Karan Karamanhar, surrender to Baba, give everything to Baba. While taking responsibility, allowing oneself to not feel burden about it or not feel that will I be able to do or not. But I always, whenever, even when it comes to any kind of something emerging, I just give to Baba and surrender it to Baba. So yeah, it's interesting that we all have to collectively. That's where when I am in Madhuban, I say we all have to do it together. Because even in Yajna, everyone has different duties. And if everyone does well, then Yajna runs very smoothly. If one is careless or doesn't fulfill duties, then definitely it's the obstacle. So I feel that we have to create this, that it's our responsibility, not only one person or two. Even of course we have been given that role because that's also important, because we were with Baba for a long time and there are very few now, those who were with Brahma Baba. And so we have been given this responsibility. And again, I keep reminding myself from yesterday, Baba said, be carefree, right? And also carefree king. So I maintaining that balance, so that, but definitely I see everyone is part of this responsibility.
But also, Baba categorically said that Brahma Baba cannot leave until establishment is the 100 years of establishment is completed.
Yeah, he said in angelic form.
In angelic form, yeah. So that gives us a lot of, security in a way, that no matter what is going on and no matter what directions we think things are going, once Brahma Baba is there in the subtle region, he will somehow hold it together and he will keep it safe and he will keep it protected. Do
Even
you believe that's...
even in India, when people look at the expansion, and it's beyond, everyone is, they managing, they trying all different systems, but it's beyond. It's like every center has 100 Gita Pathshalas or 50, or it's really growing very fast. So they immediately say, it must be Baba. Not only service growing, but how services be sustained, it must be Baba. Everyone says it must be Baba. Even when these saints and sadhus come, it must be Baba. And of course, everyone thinks the ancestor souls also were part of that. And they're doing it in same in the angelic form.
Yeah.
So we have to keep in mind we are being sustained by angelic Brahma Baba and also all the ancestor souls.
Yeah, and I suppose that's the force of 1,000 arms of Brahma, both at the subtle level and at the Sakar level. So thank you so much, Didi. It was wonderful chatting.
Very good, very good. You bring some of good reminders. Yeah. But also it seems like you are able to get hold of the Murli and at the right time, the power which we get from these Murlis. Thank you. Om Shanti.